beautiful souls, it's Juliana here, and today we're doing the final part of the series. We're doing what I think Christmas makeup will look like in 2070. So 100 years from our first video in 1970. And yeah, I wanted to do this fun kind of like runway look. I guess this kind of reminds me a bit of the runway and reminds me a bit of Vogue. I feel like stuff like this might be like what's in, and I explain in the video why. So if you enjoy this look, stay tuned and you can follow along. Let's get started. Okay, so unlike normally, I'm gonna start with the eyebrows because I feel like that's really important for the eye look. What's really cool about this eye look that I want to recreate is that I've already seen people doing it, which just proves to me how it's going to excel and become bigger than it is in the future. When I think of the future, I think of very sharp lines and stuff. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows really sharp. So I'm gonna just show you quickly how I do that, and then I'll do the rest of the stuff off camera. Okay, so now that I did that, I also feel like in the future, for some reason, they're gonna be really, really fluffy. So I'm just gonna really brush them out. I didn't even normally before a video, I like try to, what's it called? Shape them? Like I, not trim them, but I like, you know what I mean. I tweeze them, pluck them. I normally pluck my eyebrows before a video, but I feel like for this look, I didn't want it. I feel like we're not gonna do it as much in the future. So I wanted my eyebrows to look a little messy while still looking super straight. I don't know if that works, but yeah. So I'm gonna fluff them out. And then I'm gonna use my tried and true Boy Brow by Glossier to just make sure they really look fluffy and full and fun, very youthful. The reason why I make this prediction is because I feel like already makeup is targeted towards younger audiences, but I feel like we might go even younger, not in a good way though. Anyway, so now that the brows are done, very sharp, very thick, finally getting to do thick eyebrows on this channel because typically I'm always doing thin eyebrows because of the looks I decide to do, so love this. Now I'm going to do the golden, so I'm going into my Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm going to use the color the Gemini, and I'm just gonna put it all the way up into my brow, and I'm gonna keep doing that. You want it to be super sharp, super clean, and you want it to come up as much as you can. I would even take it here, like into the front here, and since we put the brow gel, it's really gonna stick, which is really fun. Like I want my brows to look shiny. As you can see, I did it with my hair a little bit. I don't know if it's picking it up in camera, but in person you can see it. Anyway, so yes, then you're gonna go very in, and okay, the last time I tried this, I took it too far down, and this color is very like, there's a bit of black specks in it, so I'm not gonna take this under. I'm gonna take the next color under, but I'm just gonna do this. Now I'm gonna do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I've done that, to add a bit of dimension, because this is a darker gold, I'm gonna take a lighter gold, and I'm gonna just, yeah, add dimension. I don't know why I have to really explain that. Okay, actually, let me think. Okay, so we're going to use the James Charles palette, and we're gonna use the color Face. And now we're gonna put it like in the highlights of our eyes to make it pop and add some dimension. And then I'm also gonna bring it down over here because I really want to over-exaggerate that. So tell me, or not tell me, think while you watch this video, what do you think is gonna be very popular in the future? Like anything, technology-wise, makeup. I feel like everybody predicted our generation wrong. Like we were supposed to have flying cars, we don't have those. We were supposed to have holograms on our phones, we don't have those. There were a lot of things that were predicted this year, that didn't happen. 2020 was supposed to be terrible, according to Back to the Future, and that's the one thing we got right. So what do you think will be happening in 2070? Okay, so as you can see, I just kind of added a bit in the highlights. Like here, I find that there's a bit more of a highlight. I'm just following the natural glow right now based on how the light is hitting me. And then I also added here under my brow bone. And then I'm taking that color, I dragged down the color, the Gemini, because I wanted to, it's too dark on its own, but mixed with this, it works. Come all the way down. Now I'm gonna do that on the other eye, and I'll be right back. So now that that's done, I'm going to go into the Golden State of Mind, and I really, really want to make the outer corner pop. I'm gonna grab the color Girlfriend, and I'm gonna put it in the inner corner. Like really make it sparkle, and like really do it. Like go all the way up if you need to. Like typically when I put color in my inner corner, I always put more than most people. I'm like, look, here, I'll show again. I feel like this eye is better for showing with this angle that I'm sitting in. I go really high up. Ooh, there's a little bit of pink in here, and I really like it. It adds some like funness to the look. So right here, just really go crazy with the shine. I feel like a butterfly.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, right?
It's really cute.
Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my really old Too Faced Natural Matte, and I'm going to go in with the color Cashmere Bunny, and I'm just going to define the crease here a bit. I just want to do like a nice like winged look, bring the look up. I also feel like I said before, sharp, like very sharp looks are going to be popular in the future. Mind you, this is 2070. I feel like this is going to be popular maybe sooner than 2070, but I can't predict the future that far ahead. I'm gonna be really honest. 2070 sounded better because we did 1970 in the first video. So. back to my thing. I did Cashmere Bunny. Why does Cashmere Bunny sound like an Ariana Grande song? So yeah, now I just did that just to lift the eye. It's a lot more noticeable than I wanted it to be, so if I had to redo it, I would probably put less, but it's a little hard to take it off and not ruin the existing sparkle. So I'm gonna do that on the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the contour and the highlight. I'm gonna grab this brush, like a brush like this, just because it's bigger, so less product comes off of it onto your face, and it covers more space. So still adding a lot of shine without overshining the places that we're adding shine to. Yeah, I think that made sense. I'm gonna go in with the color The Face again, and I'm gonna put it on my face. Okay, so my prediction for 2070 is that we're all gonna be dead. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Technology-wise though, I don't even know because everything we predicted was wrong. However, I do hope we have flying cars because that'd be really cool. However, how would you deal with traffic? Anyway, I'm gonna go contour my nose because I hate doing that on camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we're back, we're gonna do the contour for the rest of the face. So as I said before, I do predict that we're gonna have very sharp looking makeup, which is why I'm gonna go really sharp with my contour. And for the first time ever, I'm gonna actually use a palette, like a color that's meant for contouring. I never do that because I'm really pale, but I feel like the darker look will come back in style. So first, just to get a roadmap of how I want to do it without overdoing it, I'm going to go in with the same color I was going with, so yeah. I'm doing weird faces because I find it looks stupid. But I'm gonna go further down than I normally would. I don't usually go past this part, so I'm just gonna go further down. See how like I took it far down? I would never do that. Also, this will depend on your face shape, if you want to recreate this look. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the other side and like the rest, and I'll be right back because this is the only part I really needed to show you. Okay, so now I'm going in with a darker color. I actually don't know the name of the color, but I can show it to you. It's kind of like this. And I'm just gonna put it right here, like only on the inner parts. I don't want to take it too far down, otherwise I don't find it looks good. And I'm gonna blend it later. But see, like it automatically made me way more sharp, and that's kind of what I'm going for. And I'm gonna do that also on my temples, but very little, because right now it's a little more than I would like, but I could fix that out with my brush, my other brush. So yeah, I kind of look a little bony. That's not what I was going for, but I do look sharper. Now, because I'm not loving how dark it is, I'm just gonna take this brush and blend it out. Now I'm gonna add the blush to kind of lighten up this look. So I'm gonna add it in the cheeks, and I'm really gonna follow my cheek and blend it in as best as I can with the contour. And I'm gonna do the other side. Really, you gotta make sure that you're taking the shape of your cheek. By adding the shape of the cheek really clearly, it adds a bit of fullness, which we were lacking before because of the really harsh contour. Now, here's where you can think and do your own thing. I don't think that putting blush on our noses the way we do is going to be popular in 2070. So I'm not gonna do it. But I'm curious to know what you're thinking. So if you like, you can put it down in the comments, even though I have like 20 subscribers, so it feels weird to say that. But anyway, tell me what you think. So now for the mascara, I plan on doing short lashes, but really thick. And how I'm gonna do that is, I'm gonna show you, is not really focus on curling them, but just focus on getting thickness out of them, but still having them separated, because I feel like if they're too clumpy, it's not gonna look good, at least not on my eye shape. So I'm just gonna go like this, kind of like not really push up. I'm kind of pushing them this way. I know it looks up, but I'm pushing them more this way, firstly to spread them out. So I'm going to the other eye, and then I'm gonna add thickness to both of them with my other mascara, which is kind of thicker. Okay, so I kind of already thickened up this eye. I was gonna put a third coat of mascara, but I find it looks fine. So I'm just gonna thicken up this one. Again, doing the same technique, not really pushing them up, just kind of clumping them a little bit, adding some thickness. And same thing for the bottom lash. So we're gonna do that off camera. I can't do it on camera. Okay, so now the lips are gonna be interesting. What I was thinking to do is take the darkest shimmer that I have going on here to line the lips on the outside. I know the trend now is to line them with shimmer a bit here, but I feel like that's gonna die by 2070 and we're gonna be lining them outside. Now I've been debating this, if I should do it before or after the red lipstick, but I feel like I should do it after the red lipstick. I feel like it's gonna, if it's still wet especially, it's gonna cling better. So I'm gonna do that. So for this color, I'm using a dark burgundy because I feel like this is timeless. This is never gonna go out of style. I hope, because I love doing it. And I'm just gonna, yeah, fill my lips in with this. This always stresses me. So I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I did the lips. Now I'm gonna add this It's a darker red, but not quite dark. And I'm just gonna add it at the center here just to open up the color, just to add some highlight in the lip. I always like it when that happens on the lips. Okay, so now to do that line, I actually thought I could spray a bit of setting spray onto a brush like this, and then grabbing the color, the Gemini, I'm going to line the outside of my lips, and I'm going to use this mirror closer. So I'm just going to do that. Now I'm going to do the other side and I'll be right back. So I don't know if you can tell, but I lined the outside of my lips with a bit of gold, like the same gold that we use at the top here. The darker one, so the color of the Gemini. And I like it. It gives it like this Betty Boop lip effect, which I feel like I was telling my sister, because she's watching. Shout out to my sister. I feel like we repeat history, and this look died maybe in like 1950s. So not even, probably earlier than that. And as makeup repeats itself, as we've seen in the future, as we've seen in the past, I feel like in the future that's gonna happen. So that's why I went with more of a Betty Boop looking lips, kind of by mistake, but it ended up looking exactly what I had seen in my head. And then adding that line really made it finalize that a little bit. Like not too much, but a little bit, like a wearable version of Betty Boop. Okay, so that completes this look. If you liked it, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Remember, our goal for the end of 2021 is 100 subscribers, so hopefully we'll get there. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at Jelena Theos, and if you're interested in acting coaching, you can follow me at Jelena's Acting Coaching. And have fun, and Merry Christmas, and a Happy Holidays!